All right, let's talk about lawns and water scarcity. Here are 5 things you should know about lawns in the United States. Number 1, our devotion to lawns is massive. Put all the residential and commercial lawns, grass sports fields, and golf courses in the U.S. together, and you've got a landmass 1.3 times the size of the state of New York. In 2017, NASA went looking for lawns and found that 40 million acres of U.S. land is covered in turfgrass. Number 2, NASA scientists estimated that more surface area in the U.S. is devoted to lawns than any other single irrigated crop.
The most expensive thing that we grow is turfgrass.
Authors of a 2005 research study estimated there were 4 times more acres of grass growing than corn. Number 3, sure, agriculture uses the most water, but yards in the United States drink a lot. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency estimates Americans use 9 billion gallons of water a day for residential yards. In fact, landscape irrigation accounts for nearly 1/3 of all residential use.
The first thing that any city needs to do, whether it be West Texas, Central Texas, is be really honest about where you live. And then I think that starts a conversation about moving water towards its highest value use. I mean, people love to get on agricultural irrigators, but that's at least a product that we're all using. Thinking about these very dry areas, putting in sprinkler systems in the front yard and the backyard, and putting in turf automatically, I'm not sure it makes sense a lot of places, which doesn't mean all the yards need to be rock. There's a lot of things in between, but it doesn't make sense for people to put so much money and invest so much money in something that then is essentially going to get destroyed on a really hot summer.
Number 4, change can happen in your own backyard. Adapting to less thirsty residential landscaping might not stop the depletion of the Ogallala Aquifer, but it's a step. Native plants and grasses can be more hardy because they've adapted to the semi-arid environment of the Texas Panhandle.
I think the mindset is mostly just water's kind of in the background. There's not as much of an appreciation that we have a semi-arid landscape that has a lot of prairie grasses, and those grasses and that vegetation, they can survive in pretty low water situations. Mostly it's seen as like ugly, and we want to change it to be something else that we like better. So because we're trying to avoid what's natural to the area, we create something that's more unnatural, which costs water to do. The water allows us, in both cases, in rural and in urban, to mask the physical realities that we have. Like we don't like thinking that we don't have enough water.
Number 5, lawns have a long history. European aristocrats used manicured lawns as a symbol of wealth and standing. Those symbols came to America along with European settlers. A National Gallery of Art blog says George Washington mentioned planting his lawn with English grass seeds in 1785. The tradition has continued.
I think a lot of it comes to the immediate, like, post-World War II years when suburbs became so popular, and people had this idealization of having a yard space and wanting it to always look nice, and thinking that not that it was just a nice thing to have, but it was an expected thing to have. Like, you're not a good homeowner if you don't have green grasses. So there's a cultural aspect of lawns, which is that people like seeing green things throughout the year, and they spend water. I say spend water almost like it's money, because to me it's a more valuable commodity than even money for us. So do they know how much they're spending to keep lawns green?
When it comes to conserving water, we can make an impact in our own yards. Subscribe to this Panhandle PBS YouTube channel, and we'll keep you up to date on sustainability in the Texas Panhandle.
At Panhandle PBS, our reliable news reporting and fact-based storytelling has always been free. We're proud to offer our work for free thanks to generous support of viewers like you. If you appreciate our journalism and would like to see it continue, please consider making a donation to Panhandle PBS today.